edition of Friday, and we have a special guest joining me and Pax. Let's get Pax in here along with Mike Byster. Hey guys, how you doing?
Jimmy, good morning. Michael.
Great, Pax. How are you?
Uh,
Can you guys hear me?
yes, it's
Yeah.
great to see you. You look wonderful.
Uh, that's debatable.
Jimmy, great show with Blake. Great show. I love
Yeah.
listening to Blake.
Yeah, he's a very talented guy, especially with respect to foreign, FX markets. He's just a great guy. But
Yeah, he
but
is.
Mike, thanks for being here, man. So, Mike, tell us a little bit about yourself. You're an old floor guy, right?
Yeah, I was a trader at the Merc a lot of years ago, and I have an ability where my mind could do things that most others can't, and it gave me a huge advantage while I was trading. And I traded for over 20 years, but my key was whenever the market got out of whack, I was able to see it before other people. And it was the key to my success.
Mm.
And from the Merck, what I did was I started visiting schools and teaching kids how to do what I did. And ABC News saw videos of what I could teach kids. And 2020, the TV show, wanted they decided they wanted to challenge me if they took a group of kids, middle school kids, how long could I turn them into math geniuses? So I basically took the challenge. We did a competition. I trained them how to improve their mind and memory and focus. And within 3 or 4 weeks, they went on primetime national TV, and it sort of caused a riot. I mean, every parent in the world wanted their kid to be like these kids. And so I developed a program, and what was supposed to be for 1 or 2 years turned out to be 10 or 11 years. And we taught hundreds of thousands of kids all around the world how to improve their mind, focus, memory, and do things far beyond what was thought was possible. And after I left, I closed my business. I wanted to combine the combination, my two loves of life, trading and teaching. And I started teaching trading firms, their employees, how to really improve their speed and their math abilities. And all these people already had great math abilities, but I wanted to take them to the next level. And that was really fun for me. I did that for a few years. And then last year, the only thing that was missing is all these people were already hired. And last year, what we developed a show that we took to college campuses. We went to Duke, we went to MIT, we went to Michigan, we went to Penn, we went to University of Illinois, University of Chicago. And what we did was we took students that were wannabe traders, and we had competitions. And what was so cool is you could immediately see who has a natural ability and who doesn't. And then I would train them a little more. And at the end of the day, now we want to combine with the trading company to get these kids that have the potential to be incredible traders, because their minds are so quick. They see the markets, they could see outside the box, think outside the box, and I want them to, be hired by the right firms.
So let me ask you this, and StreamSide in the chat has the exact same thought that I had. I'm just gonna read it. Now, can he help us older guys? Are we
You
too
know
old to
what?
learn?
The funny thing about that is when we put our product out, we only marketed to kids. And over 40% of the people that used our product were adults, a lot of seniors. It was crazy. And everyone started saying, wow, I feel so much younger. And it's just a fun way to do things. Everything I do is fun because, let me be honest, if it's not fun, people won't do it.
Yeah. All right. So Mike, I was counting cards in the bond pit a million years ago. And it was pretty mostly scalpers, right? And the handwriting was
Yeah.
bad, and I was called a dumb shit, I don't know, a million times. But then we started doing knob spreads. And so when we think about the math, when we talk about the math on spreads, and we're going to be talking about some later, me and Pat are going to be talking about some spreads,
Yeah.
but that math all of a sudden gets a little more complicated when you're talking about a contract that's traded in 30 seconds versus a contract traded in 60/4.
Absolutely. And all you could expect is to improve your speed enough to make a difference. And like I traded the calendar spreads, in the euro dollar pit, interest rate futures. And anytime I saw something out of whack, I was able to take advantage of it, when the Fed spoke or non-farm payroll. And all it takes is that 15 or 20 seconds where it really gets out of whack, where they move at a 1-to-1 ratio, and the March moves up 30 points and the June moves up 15 points. You sell the March, you buy the June, and wait for it to come back, and it always does. And it's just that that fast market advantage that you have when you're good with numbers and are not scared to do everything, do anything, have trust in your gut, but also don't overtrade where the point where you can't handle the pressure. And so it really is a big advantage because people are so focused on one thing. If you're going to have two or three things looking at the same time, that's why what I do is just try to give, all the traders a little bit of an edge.
You did a great job with Pax, that's for sure. He's a savant on numbers.
When we were kids, I don't want to. I want Mike to go ahead and do his thing. But when we were kids in the Eurodollar pit, a clerk. When I was a clerk in the Euro pit, when we were quiet, we'd ask Mike to come over to us and give him these very, very complicated like mathematical problems, and that he would solve them to the decimal point long before we can even get it into the calculator. And then years later, when I was struggling financially, and I was starting on the screens and worried about what I was going to do and how I was going to learn how to trade in the screens, my kids came home from school and said, "Oh, Dad, we had this guy," and they described Mike to me, and I said, "Oh, that sounds like Mike Byster." It is. They thought it was so cool because I knew him. So I think Mike, I just love. I think it's such a privilege to have not just somebody with your mind, and your ability to be able to teach and convey your thoughts on here with us, but somebody with your character and your integrity and your personality, and somebody I've known for many years. And it's a real privilege for me to be here and just listen to you again, and to just be part of this. So thank you for spending your Friday with us.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Anytime I could help people. I mean, I just have to think I'm the luckiest person ever because, I get to do what I love to do and get that feeling that, I really am able to make a difference in some people's lives. And I just want everyone to enjoy it, because if you enjoy doing this and have fun, go to the bars, win some drinks. Trust me. I mean, the things I teach people will amaze people, but it will also sharpen your mind. And every time I come on, I'd like to teach one thing, because I try not to teach multiple things, because if you teach them 4 or 5 things, they forget how to do it and it overloads them. But, and if we will put up, I guess I'll send a video of the steps. So in case anyone missed the steps of something I teach, they'll be able to watch it again.
Yeah, so bring that back to kind of what our day traders, do, and Pax is really good at this. When we talk about, we're trading a stock index future, let's say the E-mini S&P,
Yeah.
but we have one eye on the NASDAQ, and we want to see which one's stronger, which one's weaker, where the levels kind of add up. Is that a technique that we could think about?
Absolutely. I mean, you have to know how, when the markets get out of whack, how often does that occur and what is the right ratio? Because some days, when you don't feel right about it, and that's another thing, when your mind gets sharper, you will be able to see things that you didn't see before. It just becomes natural. It's sort of like working out with weights. That doesn't mean all you can do is lift weights. Your whole body comes stronger and you can do things that you weren't able to do before. And that's the same thing here is, I don't want to tell people, yes, every time it gets out of whack, jump on it, because every market's different and you need to know these for yourself, what works and what doesn't. And the key is you will have a new super weapon to give you a better chance.
Very awesome.
Can we get into that? How can we get into it?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I'll show you. I'll teach you the first thing for everyone. And again, if you want to, play along, should I do a demonstration of what my mind could do before? Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, just for fun. Yeah, I'm a little rusty, so if I blow it, give me a break at 7:30 in Chicago on a Friday morning. Pax, but wait, Jim, where are you from? Where are you?
So Mike, I was from Chicago. I lived born and raised Old Park, River Forest, Chicago my whole life until I was 58. Then I moved south. Right now I'm in Charleston, South Carolina. So I'm a Southern Yankee right now.
Right. And Jim, you are Chicago? You're still? I'm Pax. I'm sorry.
Oh, yeah. So Mike, Jimmy moved south. So did I. I went from Lake Forest to Beverly. So I'm still in.
There you go. Well, I mean, just for fun, Jim, I'm sure you probably don't still have one, but Pax, do you have your driver's license, Illinois driver's license?
I do.
Can you read me your driver's license number?
I actually have it memorized, Mike.
Okay. Oh, wow. I like that.
Another thing I think I learned from you guys. It's
can I give information about you?
Of course.
Did you turn 57 on July 2nd?
I did.
Yes. There's patterns in everything. And, so I'm able to see these things. And wait, Jim, July 2nd, 88. I don't know if you know this, but you could ask Siri. You were born on a Saturday.
That's amazing.
Do you know that? No?
I did, yes.
Okay. So that's the stuff I'm going to teach people to do, and they'll have fun. They'll go to the bars, they'll freak people out, and it's just a simple, fun way to really improve your mind. And so I'll give you a quick demonstration. Can you guys pull out your phones and type it into calculator? I'm put in calculator mode.
Yeah, I got it.
And again, my hands are here. It's very difficult for me to do things on the radio because people think it's fixed or there's someone giving me the answers. All it is trusting. There's a lot of videos online. You go to my website, MikeByster.com. You can watch video after video of not only me doing amazing things, kids I work with and adults I work with doing incredible things with their minds. So can someone give me a 3-digit number and you type it in?
You want me to give you the number?
Yeah.
373.
And press the divided by button. And now I got my fingers crossed I get this because not used to doing it this early in the morning. Go ahead, divided by a 2-digit number.
98.
Wow, that's a tough one, Jim. Thanks. I mean, Pax, sorry. Okay. 3.8, is that right? 3.8, is that okay? 0, 6,
Oh my
1, 2, 2, 4, 4, 8, 9. Can I keep on going, or am I good?
I ran out of digits on my
Okay. Yeah, so I mean, a lot of times if you turn the calculator sideways, you could go on and on forever. But so that's what my mind could do, and I'm gonna teach kids, teach your traders, maybe not get it to that level, but really improve it, and everything will be really cool. Everything will be fun. Everything will be different, and everything will be a different skill. And I will try to explain why I'm going to teach that skill. And this is basically, today will be in adding number skill. And the really cool thing about just adding small numbers in your head is it trains your brain. It's the only thing really in the world where it trains your brain to keep on changing what's in your mind. Because when you add numbers, so you say you're adding 5 plus 7, it's 12. 12 is what's in your mind, then 3 is 15. You have to cross off the 12 and put in the 15. And people get confused when you keep on training your mind to remember something and changing what's in your mind. And that's what I want to get to do when you're memorizing, you're looking at a market and you want to, you're thinking about a price and then you go to something else. A lot of people are still thinking about the other price. And when it becomes no longer relevant, that's when you have to, your mind has to be quick and say, okay, now I'm thinking about this or looking at this. And so this will be a fun thing to do where you're practicing adding. So if you guys here, I call it the missing number trick. So if you have your calculators out, can you type in a 3-digit number into your calculator? Do not tell me it. Okay, now I'm going to put you guys on the spot a little. Add up the three digits of your number and subtract it from the number. Add up the 3 digits of your number and then subtract it from your number and then press equals. Okay, now take that new number and multiply it by a whole different 3-digit number. Okay, now press equals again. You should have an answer. Now what I want you to do is to pick one of the digits in your final answer and mentally circle it. Mentally circle it in your mind. Now I'm going to ask you, but the only thing you have to remember is you cannot circle a 0. So if you circle a 0, circle another digit.
Okay.
I'll explain why later, but you cannot circle a 0. So
I was going to circle a 0. Thank you for telling me not to.
Okay, yeah, no. So I mean, you can still do it, but there's a caveat about it. Okay, so what I want you to do is read me the digits of your number, but leave off the number that you circled, and I will tell you what number you left off the list, what the number was.
Okay, I'm going to read you mine.
Okay.
All right, so 97108.
Is your number a 2?
It's exactly a 2. That's amazing.
Right. Well, yeah, I'll teach you how to do it in a second. Go ahead, Pax.
434336.
Wait, 444. Wait,
434336.
You shouldn't have 6
No, you're supposed to leave what the number you circled, Pax, you got to leave out.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I would do it again. Can you do it again? You might have made a mistake because the number you gave me was not a possible number.
Okay.
So okay, type a 3-digit. Yeah, I mean, it sounds, that's the one thing about this trick. As long as you explain the directions and the person does it right, it'll work 100% of the time. Okay, so type a 3-digit number, clear it, Pax, and you want to try one more time? Type a 3-digit number in.
Did it?
Okay, now add up the digits of your 3-digit number.
Okay.
You got it? Okay, now subtract that number from your original number. Subtract what the digits add up to.
Got it. Okay.
Okay, now multiply that new number by a different 3-digit number. Okay, now you have another answer? Okay,
so.
Okay, fingers crossed. Okay, circle one of the digits, but it can't be a 0. And then read me the rest of the digits, but leave off the number that you circled.
4233.
Is your number 6?
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Okay, so now I'll teach you how to do it. Okay, now
I can barely get that first part into the calculator, let alone learn how to do this.
Right, I mean, it's not that hard, but again, it'll improve the skills. And the cool thing about this trick is you could do it over the, this is one of these tricks you could do over the phone to people, or, you could text, because there's no way you can know what the answer is, because, having a calculator doesn't do anything for you. You're doing it 100% in your mind. And so the way and you can tell people, read the list fast, read the list slow. And if you want more digits, it works with 4-digit numbers. So if you want more digits and practice adding more, just have people do the same thing with 4-digit numbers. Okay, the way this works is if you take a 3-digit number, add up the digits, subtract it from the number, and multiply by a whole different 3-digit number, the sum of all the digits, including the missing number, has to add up to a multiple of 9. So when Jim read me those numbers, I was adding them up in my head. And so say I don't remember what so say he read me 7, 8. So 7 plus 8 is 15. 6 is 21. 4 is 25. And then he said he was done or whatever. So the numbers add up to 25. The next highest multiple of 9 is 27. So the missing number would have to be a 2. So if the digits add up to 15, the next highest multiple 9 is 18. So you know the missing number has to be a 3.
It's amazing.
Does that make sense?
Yes, a little bit, but I'd have to practice that.
Okay, I mean, just to ask. Okay, when you add up the numbers in your head, and then when you get a final total, the sum of those digits plus the missing number has to add up to multiple 9.
Okay.
So if all the digits add up to 21, the next highest multiple 9 after 21 is 27. So the missing number would be a 6.
Wow. That's amazing.
Can I ask you one to see if you have it or not?
Give it to Jim, not me, Mike. Give it to
Okay. Okay, Jim. I'm gonna go slow.
All right.
Okay. 5,
Okay.
7.
Can I write these down? Yeah.
If you want. Yeah.
Okay.
5, 7, 2, 6.
Okay.
What is the missing number? 5.
7.
That's perfect. The digits added up to 20. The next highest multiple 9 is 27. The missing number is a 7.
So Mike, how many of these types of, I'm going to call them patterns. I'm a chart guy.
Yeah.
How many types of patterns? There's probably millions of them.
Yeah, I know. I've invented hundreds of these, and some are card tricks, some are different games, some are different ways to train your mind to do incredible things. Some have words and letters in them, not numbers. And you'd be amazed when you practice these and have fun and win your drinks and win dinner, you'll be able to do things you couldn't do before. And that's the key to everything. And so I don't want anyone to ever freak out. If something becomes too hard, just drop me an email. I could send you, I'll try to explain it a different way. Like I said, we'll put a video on your site and you can watch it again, and we'll have the directions up there. All we want to do is help everyone.
So, all right. So I'm going to try to stump you.
Okay. I'm scared, but go ahead.
No. If this is impossible to do, let me know.
Okay.
All right. So if I was born August 1st,
yeah,
1963.
Yeah.
This is close to my birthday. It's not my actual birthday, everybody, so don't go looking me up. But okay. August 1st, 1963, how many days have I been alive?
Oh my God. Okay. 62 times 365, hold on a second, is 22,630. We should have had 16 leap, yes.
You got it.
16 leap years thrown in, 22,646. Then you had 31,677. Oh my God. This is not good for me, but because I might make a mistake. I am guessing, and I might be wrong on this, 22,000, wait a second. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Boy, you really did catch me off guard. Let me do one more.
That's okay. That wasn't fair.
No, it is fair because I should be able to answer any question I could do. I haven't done this in a long time. We're figuring out the days, but I want to try to do it. 68. I'm guessing 22,779. Can you look? Is that close enough?
I think that's close. That's definitely close enough.
Right. You could ask Siri how many, if I was born August 1st, 63. I mean, I know I'm pretty close on it, but I might be a day or two off.
All right, I'm gonna go to ChatGPT right now. We'll see what it is. Because then I'm gonna subtract 18 years from that and say, how many gin martinis have I had?
I guess 22,779.
They see him walking into a casino in Vegas. They just put their arm around him and slowly walk him out.
Trust me, I've been banned from every casino in the world.
I know.
Really? Have you?
Yeah. I mean, I was on a show many years ago where I showed a bunch of things I could do. And this was 40-something years ago. And one of the things I did when I was just a kid was take a deck of cards, and I could look, the host pulled one out of the deck, and I looked through the deck and told them the card was missing. And immediately I got letters from every casino, even though it was only a local show. So I don't even know how they got that, but within a few days, I've been blacklisted forever.
All right, you guessed 22,779. Chat GDP, 22,779.
Perfect. Oh, good. Lucky guess. Okay.
Yeah, lucky.
So,
That was
yeah.
great.
Yeah, but I mean, oh, the one thing I want to make sure I don't forget is the reason why I said you can't circle a zero is if the digits add up to multiple 9 already, say you read me the numbers and the digits add up to 18, the missing number could be either a 0 or a 9 because they would both be multiples of 9 when you add it to it. So you know automatically the number is not a 0. So that's why I do that. The number would have to be a 9.
I see. Interesting.
Okay, I don't want to freak out any of your viewers because I know I talk fast and usually I teach with a board, but I know that's tricky here. That's why we have a tutorial ready to go for people that, you know, I went a little too fast for.
Let's post Mike's. I'll get Mike's X post in there. At least they can reach out to you through X, I hope.
Yeah. Yeah, but you could also go to my website, MikeByster.com, and write me through there.
Okay.
Might be easier to, for me to get there.
Got it. Okay. Super, super cool, man.
Okay.
So back to trading for a second. So do you see certain like number, if you're looking at one market in particular, it could be anything. Do you, I mean, do you like, would you look at these like open, high, low, close numbers
Yeah.
and
I
come
mean,
up with?
I do everything, and one of the biggest thing is that gut feel when a market's heavy and when it's not. And when the market's moving and you're trudging up, but every time there's a negative thing that comes out, which is 50 times a day where something comes out, which is a little bearish, you see one market move and you go down a lot quicker than when you go up. People try to buck the trend, but I always say, whenever a stock is heavy, whenever a market's heavy, whenever it is, go with it. Go with the flow. Don't try to go against it. And that's the one thing people have. They think, well, it keeps on going up. Everything's going up except this, so it's got to catch up. No, it's the other way around. It is a heavy day for it. So don't try to force things that aren't there. And like I said, I trade so much with my gut. And a lot of people say because you're good with numbers, you have a gut, but anyone could become a lot better with numbers if they allow themselves to be. It's just a tough feeling if you're a trader and say, I'm not good with numbers. And that's the thing when we go to these colleges, the kids that wanted to be good traders and they're not good with numbers, they start feeling deflated. And I say, look, drop me an email. I'll send you things that will help you improve, because it's better to know now what it's going to take to ace these interviews, because that's what these companies sometimes look for, who has a quicker mind and stuff like that. And I'll help you ahead of time, because I want everyone to succeed. The market's a great thing. It's fun to be. It's a fun thing to do. And a lot of people could be successful if they give themselves a chance.
Mike, real quick, we got a couple minutes left. Is there magic to the Fibonacci numbers on a trading chart?
Oh my gosh, the Fibonacci number is a very cool thing. I don't know how much it affects the trading numbers, but I use the Fibonacci numbers for a lot of different patterns for me. And so it is an incredible thing. I don't want to steer anyone the wrong way, but anything that has a Fibonacci sequence in it, I think is probably pretty powerful.
My whole trading system is based on Fibonacci sequences in math, Mike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Something I was taught by Judd Hirschberg and Ira Harris in the mid '90s when I started trading, and it still works, and I talk about it all the time. So anyway, yeah, I don't want to.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And we have a Fibonacci princess that comes on every once in a while.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, Tammy Marshall. She's awesome.
Oh gosh, I'd love to meet a Fibonacci princess.
Yeah.
I went my whole life without meeting a Fibonacci princess.
Hey, Pax,
tell her I'm a big fan with her.
I will. Any last second thoughts, Pax, for Mike?
Now, yeah, I can't. I'll end it like I started it, Mike. You're just, you're men like you and people that I've learned from through the years have had a profound effect on my life. And without, all of the traders in here that are watching us, knowing this, but traders like you have a profound impact on their lives just because of the fact that you have in mind and others like you. I can learn, and I did by watching you, by watching Norm, by watching your cousin Norm, by watching others who said, he's a really good trader. He's a great trader. You can't do that on social media. It's very difficult to see on Twitter to learn from who's right, who's good, who's got a real reputation. So, I couldn't thank you enough. And all of the traders like you that have gone before us that are willing to share their experience, strength, and hope, and keep all of us moving forward, because your influence has a big impact on everybody in here. So thank you for that.
Oh, thank you. And just like I know I'm running over, but I just want to say, anyone that any way I could help them, just reach out, because I love doing it. I love to help, and hopefully I could come back. And every time I'll come back, I'll teach something fun and new.
Absolutely.
Awesome, Mike.
Okay. Thanks,
it was
guys.
a pleasure meeting you. Looking forward to talking to you again. Thank you so much, Mike. Have
Okay.
a great weekend.
Thanks, Jim. Take care. You too.